Respected sadhakas, let me extend my warm welcome to you, my hearty gratitudes to you, my overwhelming congratulations to you, and intense deep prayers together we extend to the Lord and the Guru Parampara to bless us in such a way that these sessions give us the ultimate benefits and blessings, not shorter than Paramatma Anubhuti himself itself. Remember all the 12 Vyaktitvas, Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, and Shanta Gambhira. And who are our six sources of blessings? The Adiparashakti Mata, asking her to give us Shuddha Sattva the Parameshwara Jagadeshwara Sarveshwara, asking him to remove all the delusional layers, curtains. The Parabrahma Tattva, allowing us to identify with him. The Devatagana to bless us with the perfection in all our faculties conducive for our sadhana. Praying to the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru Acharyas, not to leave us in spite of all our mistakes, shortcomings, disobediences, disrespects, irregularities, insincerities. May they continue blessing us. May we have that goodness, the purity to receive them and make best use of their blessings. Last but not the least, the Shruti Mata available in the form of Upanishads. If we cannot grasp, she herself available in the form of Smriti Granthas. There also, if we are failing, approach the Puranas, even if that is difficult and appearing to be mystical. Go to the Itihasas. Even that is difficult. We have the Rishigana, Gurugana, Muktagana who have given us the same Sadhya Sadhana in the form of the Prakarana Granthas, easily understandable for us, at least follow them. This is how a clear understanding, clear seriousness, clear sincerity, when we have apply ourselves as sadhaka, surely we will be able to do, we will be able to progress, we will be able to reach, we will be able to achieve our final destination. Welcome all once again. A great, grand, colossal, big Smriti Grantha we have taken up for study. Shri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. We have spent almost 140, 53 days today. In these days, first of the Vairagya Prakaranam with 33 sargas we have gone through and have seen how to develop pure, complete, undoubted, permanent Vairagya for entire outer world of multiplicity and the upadhis which perceive them and the ego which is owning them, like Rama. Now Rama is fit in his Vairagya and Jignasa to know the truth. Now starts the second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana. First Sarga Shukadeva Vrittanta is told to tell Rama by Valmiki ji that you are also so complete by your own efforts and made it easy for the Gurus, where they have only one thing to do, the Upamarjanam, a little finishing touches given, you get what you have to get, you are already in that experience. Having told Shukadeva Vrittanta, now in today's second sarga, little more praise of Rama is done. Thereafter, Sri Valmiki ji requests Sri Vasishtha ji to give those Upadesha to Sri Rama. Before that, in couple of slokas, he does the praise of sage Vasishtha ji also. Once this is done, obviously, from the third sarga, which we'll see later, the Upadesha of Sri Vaashishtha ji starts. In that, what are the Lakshanas of Mumukshu will be told. Then, the three things called as Utpatti, Sthiti, Upashama in three Prakaranas, it will be it will be explained. Thereafter comes the last, the Nirvana Prakarana. This is how this text guides a serious seeker through contemplation into the nature of the self, get moksha. Let us start doing our everyday prayer, sankalpa, and study of the second sarga. Welcome all. Attend fully as every day. Show your beautiful sincerity, shraddha, single pointedness to grasp what is said in every shloka mantra, and that listening to Shastra itself is a great sadhana. Remembering and thanking the Gurus, the Vaashishtha, Vishwamitra, Valmiki ji, Adi, and Bhagavan Rama, who have made it possible for this text to come into a picture, that itself is great sadhana. While listening itself, trying to understand, imbibe, a beautiful sadhana. The more greater sadhana than all these three is not allowing any dissimilar thought to come in the mind of comparisons, of egos, of ashraddhas, any of distraction, etc. Let our heart be so pure. Let there be zero ego. Let there be feeling that it's a great blessing the Lord says, Lord is pouring on us for our spiritual evolution through this opportunity. Let us see how much we succeed in this. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम् तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास शुकदेव आदि समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषि मुनि गुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्ष मार्गाणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांतादि प्रक्रियाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं श्री अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासूनां श्रोतॄणां असंस्थानाम् आश्रमाणां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन प्रेरणोत्साह ज्ञानादीनां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेज निरंतर साधना सेवा शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादि समस्त दिव्य कर्मणां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं च अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं विश्व कल्याणार्थं सनातन धर्म अर्थं भारतवर्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षये नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय प्रकरणं मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं द्वितीय सर्गः श्री वाल्मीकि वचन विश्वामित्र वचनम। श्री विश्वामित्र उवाच। So what did Vishwamitra ji say? Tasya vyasatanujasya malamatropamarjanam yatopayuktam te Rama tavadeva upayujyate. Hey Rama, yatha, just like tasya of him who vyasatanujasya, the son of Vyasaji, that is Shuka Brahmarshi, Shukadeva, Malamatra Upamarjanam Upayuktam. Upayukta means sufficient. Malamatra means the final traces of that impurity of still that sense of otherness, removal of that was only required. Malamatra Upamarjanam Yatha Upayuktam Tatha. In the same way, hey Rama, to you also, te api tavadeva upayujyate. Just that malamarja upamarjanam, malamatra upamarjanam is required. So this shows that it is we who have to come to that level of Purna Viveka Vairagya and drop entire world from the vicinity of our heart. With that Shakti or capacity or ability, when we approach the Gurus, it becomes so easy for the Guru to just give us those finishing touches, make us Antarmukha, make us recognize the recognizers of all, and make us established in it. This is what we can do as a Uttama student Adhikari. The Madhyama Adhamadik students are, they don't get the qualifications of Viveka Vairagya Shamadhamadi Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada. Then it becomes a big headache and time waste for the Guru to prepare such students. And by the time the Guru prepares them, गुरु खुद ही इतने बूढ़े हो जाते हैं that he can't teach them. Keeping the old age of the Guru in mind and all the preciousness, we have to prepare ourselves through Viveka Vairagya, Sadhana Chatushtaya, Sampada, and the topic of this entire Prakaranam called as Mumukshutha. For that, we ourselves can collect the data from Shastra, see the other great realized saints, listen their words, and then to our own Viveka of the Jagat, develop that Vairagya Adi. It is always so beautiful and great. So only Upamarjana means Upayuktam, Upayujyate Tava Abhi, to you also. O Rama, this much is left. Then he is addressing, telling all the Munishwaras about the great state of being of Rama. By that, he says, I have Divya Drishti. Not only that, from the Vani of Rama, every one of us can understand the great state of being he has reached to. So to say, every one of us or any one of you also who are in this state, to them the Upadesha which Vasishtha is going to give becomes fulfilling or fruitful. याद रखना जिंदगी में हमेशा क्या है, how much ever great gurus we are in company of, great shastras we may listen. What matters for us to be blessed by them is our patrata, our yogyata, our qualification. If we are qualified, easily we will be able to grasp, said by the Guru. If we are not patra, then it is a very big struggle. Focus on becoming the patra. The patrata means the qualification. So what did he say? Niyametena vijnatam asheshena munishvaraha sadante smaina yadbhogaha rogaha iva sumedhase. Say sumedhase to this great Medhavan Rama. Yeah. Neyam etena vijnatam asheshena. Neyam, that which is to be known. Vijnatam is known. Asheshena, without any reminiscences. He Munishwaraha, by this Rama. And what is Gnayam Gnatam by Rama? The whole world is Kalpana, it is all Mithya, continuously changing, perishable. Second thing is, any such changeable variables or the projected imaginary things have a substratum. On the substratum only, these superimpositions can be done. Only thing left for Rama is who or what is that substratum. So almost he has known what is to be known. Only three things. Whole world is mithya. Second, there is a substratum. Third, what is that substratum? The first thing he has known, second thing he has known, only third thing is the drashta in you who has seen this entire Jagat as Kalpita and Mithya alone is reality. Just send your chitta vrittis towards it till the chitta and vrittis dissolve in your experience that you are that self. तो इस तरह से हे मुनीश्वराः by Rama, what is to be known is known. Swadante asmai na yad bhogaha. Asmai bhogaha na swadante. So the bhogas are not at all tasty to him, tempting him, distracting him. To that purity, calmness of the heart he has got, heart has become purified. And how these bhogas are? Yad bhogaha rogaha iva sumedase. So like we don't like the rogas of any sort at the sharira level, at the mind level, the rogas are taking the world as bhogya vastu and having desires in the mind. So these bhogya vastus, which tempt you and I, are not able to influence Rama. He has become completed in himself in Viveka, Viveka born Vairagya for all the vastus, all the bhogya vastus. He is seeing the Jagat, but he is not projecting Jagat either as real or also as the object of enjoyment. Therefore, desire on that object. He is transcended that moha through his powerful viveka and vairagya. Bhogaha asmai na swadante. Asmai, for this seeker, for this great Rama, bhogaha, the object of enjoyment, na swadante means they are not entering into his indriyas. They are not creating the क्या कहते हैं ना disturbance agitation in him by entering through the senses. They are entering through senses, going into mind. But mind is having powerful intellect behind, which has done all the things to be done of Viveka. It understood they are ephemeral, they are changeable. Anything changeable, ephemeral cannot be real. It is projected. How can one have desire for the projected? That way, Rama has reached to that stage. हे मुनीश्वराः ज्ञातव्यं ज्ञेयं ज्ञातम् अशेषेण स्वदन्ते अस्मै न यद्भोगाः रोगाः इव सुमेधसे sumedha means the one whose intellect is of the highest level. We have to achieve this sumedhaha. That is what nahaste ashtidamadaya devaha rakshanti sadhakam yam tu rakshitumichanti subuddhya sumedasa yojayanti tam. The real protection of Guru and God to a seeker or bhakta is by giving him subuddhi. The job of that subuddhi is to do viveka and then get freed from any of the raga dvesha. So Rama is Sumedha. Let us pray to that Rama to bless us also with that Shakti or already given buddhi of ours. Let us remove the rust on that and use it focusedly in observing the world and its limitations. Then develop from within that I want nothing other than the truth. That idea. Now, ज्ञातज्ञेयस्य मनसः नूनमेतद्धि लक्षणं न स्वदन्ते समग्राणि भोगवृन्दानि यत्पुनः भोगभावनया याति बन्धोदार्ढ्यमवस्तुजः तयोपशान्तया याति बन्धो जगति तानवम्. So, the ultimate thought of Vedanta to be understood regarding the world has been shared in these two shlokas for us. If we can catch this one, we are really blessed, we are lucky. Catch the thought, do the maintenance of that thought in the mind all the time. That is what is our job. साधकों को क्या है ना, जो भी ज्ञान हम पाते उसको हमेशा मेंटेन करते हुए उसके अनुसार व्यवहार करना. That is called sadhaka lakshana. Only Shrota comes and listens and forgets. Sadhaka remembers what is heard, contemplates, understands, keeps that knowledge in the mind, follows it. Whether that sadhana is regarding sadhana chatushtaya sampada, whether it is about the shravana of the shastra of the tattva, whether it is dhyana adi. सुनेगा समझेगा याद रखेगा उसके अनुसार जिएगा. यह है साधक का लक्षण. Okay, now very carefully listen one by one. What is this? Jnana jnata gneyasya manasaha. Of that mind which has known what is to be known. Of that mind, nunam, indeed, etadhi lakshanam. This is what is its lakshana. The lakshana, the qualification, quality, the nature of a mind which has known what is to be known. Manasa means antakarana, buddhi, समझदारी. समझदार व्यक्ति का समझ ऐसा रहता है. ज्ञातज्ञेयस्य मनसः नूनम एतद्धि लक्षणम. This is the लक्षण of the one who has known what is to be known. What is it? समग्राणि भोगवृन्दानि यत् पुनः न स्वदन्ते. The entire groups of bhogya vastus. Punaha, again, na swadante, never come in front of him, tempting him. He may be amidst all of them. He may be offered by them, by the people who have value for them as a bhogya vastu. But to him, with all of them around, not even creating little thought that they are bhogya vastu, I have to enjoy them. So, na swadante samagrani bhoga vrindani yatmanaha. The important word is bhoga, bhoga vrinda, samagra bhoga vrinda. Bhoga means enjoyable objects. Bhoga vrinda means groups of enjoyable objects. Samagra means all groups of enjoyable objects which are for others enjoyable. Na swadante, they don't come to near him, tempting him. Swadante means आकर मेरे हैं ये भोग, मुझे पाना है, ऐसे लालच नहीं देते हैं. Rama is the example for it because he is in Ayodhya Nagari, prince son of Dasharath ji. बताओ कौन सा भोग वृंद समग्र not available to him and not freely offered to him, and who is the one to obstruct him, object to him, stop him? On the other hand, from the father, mother, Dasharath ji and Kausalya onwards, up to even every final most person of this Ayodhya are ready to offer every bhoga vrinda to him. बोलो है कि नहीं? Everything freely available, nobody to object, nobody to question. Yet have they created any bhoga vritti in his mind? Zero, no. This is the lakshana of a great, great person's mind which has known what is to be known. ज्ञातज्ञेयस्य मनसः नूनमेतद्धि लक्षणं कि समग्राणि भोगवृन्दानि यत् पुनः न स्वदन्ते. So therefore, catch from this that to be qualified for studying, understanding, using the Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana to be taught by Vasishtha ji, we have to be as qualified as Rama. Who is Rama? Rama is Jnata Gneyaha. The one who has known what is to be known. His mind knows everything. And what is to be known? The Mithyatva of the Jagat, the Mithyatva of the Samsara, then Bandhana Karanatva of the Vishayas, every one of them. Therefore, totally having that magnanimity, maturity to say no to all of them ruthlessly, completely, once for all of them. न स्वदन्ते समग्राणि भोगवृन्दानि पुनः. Puna means not even once. So that stage is to be achieved in our heart. Not impossible to understand it. Isn't it? In everyday's Nidra Samaya, we have given up all our vancha for all the bhoga of the Jagrat and Swapna. And the result you see, no bhogya vastus, but how much ananda we experience in Nidra. Isn't it? Continuous, akhanda, what an ananda it is. Is there anything in the Jagrada Avasthas, Bhoga Vastus, which can give that much ananda as given in Nidra? No. So therefore, the two possibilities. One, keeping away the Bhoga Vastu. Second, going near to the Atman is shown to us every day by Nidra. But do the same thing consciously. Permanently through Viveka Vairagya, reject everything, then like in sleep, but not sleep, awaken to our own essential self. So in this way, we have got one shloka's meaning, ki the lakshana of the mana of a jnata jnaya vyakti is bhoga vrindani nasvadanti. Okay. Now comes the $1,000,000 shloka. Very, very precious, very, very complete, very, very pregnant in the meaning. Record it in the heart. What it is? Bhoga bhavanaya yati bandho dardhyam avastujaha tayopashantaya yati bandho jagati tanavam. Be carefully listen it. Avastujaha. Avastujaha means born from avastava. Born from the unreal. What is unreal? Entire world of Rupanama. What is that born from this unreal Rupanama is samsara. So the samsara which is born from this unreal Rupanama, okay, that samsara, dardhyam yati, becomes drudha more and more, more and more. So the samsara becomes stronger, drudha deeper, more and more. By what reason? Bhoga bhavanaya. After seeing the world of things and beings, when we project, do the bhavana that these are all bhogya vastus and I am the bhokta. This bhoga bhavana, which is a disease in our heart, carried from millions of the lives in such a manner that through indriyas or mana, anything we conceive, immediately that becomes an object of bhoga in our mind. That bhoga bhavana roga is the karana because of which the avastu janita samsara is becoming drudha day by day. It's a bhavana only. Just think about it. Keep that mango in front of it. And it's a bhogya vastu. Let me enjoy. That thought we can have. This is a mango. It is not I alone should eat it. I have to share it with others. That bhavana also you can do it. And this mango I will not eat. Others only I give. That bhavana also you can have. Or this mango is given by the Lord. Let me give it back to Him as naivedyam. That thought also we can have. In this thought, where is samsara? Where is the agitation in the mind to cut it and eat it? Where is the agitation in the tongue to consume it? Where is the agitation in the hand that to work on that? These are the samsara, na? कर्मेंद्रिय ज्ञानेंद्रिय अंतःकरण स्थायी पे जीना ही संसार. वो क्यों हो रहा? बिकॉज भोगवस्तु. टेक एनी एग्जाम्पल इन लाइफ. Everything in life is the expression of Bhagwan, or it is to be offered to Bhagwan. Instead of that, when we become Bhokta and label it as Bhogya Vastu from that object which is there to reveal the Lord to us, we develop samsara. Everywhere, like the children. Such wonderful. You bring them up. Lord has given those children to you to do the duty of bringing up. That's it. And what is the bhoga bhavana with the children? Then they should listen to me, they should serve me, they should take care of me. These are all the inner that mana buddhi doing the bhavana. In that way, the child becomes bhogyavastu. And then the child is child. As you have troubled your parents by not loving them, being obedient or serving, it silsila to chalta rehta hai. So he will not listen. Children never listen to us is not the fact. We want the children to listen to us is the mistake. We should suggest to them what is right or wrong. Whether they listen or not, understand or not, it is in their prarabdha, in their goodwill, in their own purushartha. Nahi kare to wo mare. Why are you worried? What do you think like that? No, my child. He should grow. He should give me love. That type of bhavana is a samsara. Like a bhojana also on the dining table. No, you just observe your state of stomach that day. What's required? Little bit eat it, finish. Where is samsara happened? But when you take that food as bhogya vastu, then the taste of it, the masala of it, the namak of it, the garam of it, and then quantity, and आंखों से फाड़ फाड़ कर देखते हुए, मुंह नाक से स्मेल करते हुए उस फूड को. These are all मानसिक रोगास, इंद्रिय रोगास. They are all भोगाः रोगाः, already said in 2 shlokas back, na? But we have all that bhoga buddhi. Then the quantity matters or the taste matters. Then we shout at her, सब डाला तुमने, थोड़ा सा और मिर्च डालनी थी, या नमक डालना था. जितने मेहनत करके she made it. Instead of saying thank you for whatever it is, thanking the God, we create bhoga and we create samsara. The other thing is, the tasty it is, the food is, we only eat everything without leaving it to others. Anything we see in the world, आज से हम सब भगवत रूप में देखेंगे. से राममय सब जग जानी, then not bhoga buddhi, करो प्रणाम जोरी जुग वाणी. It is called as upasana buddhi, पूजा बुद्धि, सेवा बुद्धि. चाहे वो वस्तु हो, चाहे व्यक्ति विशेष हो. This was there in many great saints and sages. They have done it. So simple it is now. कि भोग भावनया हे बंधो, O Lord Rama, and to all of them, Vishwamitra ji saying कि avastujah samsarah dardyam yati. Avastujah means actually the world of multiplicity is itself is not real. It is projected on God. And on that projected thing, Bhoga Bhavana creates the samsara of the Raga Dvesha, Kama Krodha, Shatru Mitra ityadi towards the things and beings of the world. Become very clear about it. Now, what is the antidote? Or antidote is said there only in that very point. So, not to give us a chance, second line, Guru Maharaj, Vishwamitra ji himself gives the solution. What he says, Taya upashantaya yati bandho jagati tanavam. Taya upashantaya. When that bhoga bhavana gets reduced and zero-fied, then he bandho jagati, in this jagat tanavam yati. That samsara slowly becomes tanu. Tanu means becoming thin. Finally, that samsara disappears when there is no bhogavasana. Then the samsara goes away with the objects of the world in the form of desiring, running for it, etc. The mind is so gathered, so calm, so quiet. To that mind, intellect just indicate to become introverted and see the Satchidananda Paramatma. That just introverts gets introverted, looks at it, gets established in it. As easy as it is. Now hundreds of gurus are trying to push us into that Atmavastu. The Lord from within also trying to pull us, and we also sometimes do. Yet we are not going because, as we listen millions of time, the pasha, the ropes, the shackles, the chains are not allowing us to become introverted to establish in the self. And all those chains, shackles are nothing but bhoga bhavana फॉर द वर्ल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट्स और थोड़ा मौजा करनी है और थोड़ा एंजॉय करनी है और थोड़ा इधर उधर जानी है और थोड़ा उनसे अल्लाह करनी है बातें और उनसे वो जाके ये खानी है ये सारे अबाउट द जगत भोग थॉट इज देयर नो दैट इज द रोप दैट इज अगेन पुलिंग अस बैक वी वांट टू गो इनटू मेडिटेशन बट ये तय वही इधर है इधर आ जाओ आनंद इसमें जाते हैं Now imagine there's no bhoga bhavana about any object or व्यक्ति of any sort. ना कोई मर्यादा किसी चाहिए ना कोई प्रेम चाहिए ना आदर चाहिए ये सब सूक्ष्म भोग भावना है ना कोई इंद्रियों का विषय चाहिए ऐसा स्थिति पहुंच गया मानो हम डीपली फ्रॉम द रूट then what is the rope which will pull us from going deep into our meditation? No rope. Then how much effort it takes for the guru to teach us, for us to grasp, for us to become antarmukhi, for us to establish a minimum. Therefore, highest beautiful thought in the beginning only as Tofa gift the Guru Vishwamitra ji gave. Easy का elaboration Vaashishtha will go on explaining to us. So bhoga bhavanaya avastuja samsaraha drudham bhavati. Taya then taya upashantaya when the bhoga bhavana is reduced then tanavam yati that drud जो था संसार तनु बनकर थिन होकर reduce होकर वो खत्म हो जाएगा. Samsara is inability to focus towards Paramatma. Samsara is inability to leave this world of Dvaita Dvandva. बढ़िया है कि नहीं ये थॉट आई तो रियली लव्ड दिस वन बस याद रखना है इसको भाई भावना दैट इज जगत इज भोग वस्तु is one creating the samsara out of this jagat. When I drop it, jagat is seen, but it will not be binding me. I am not entangled in it by my wrong bhavana. In this whole point, the $1,000,000 point is jagat is a bhogya vastu, it's a bhavana. That bhavana can be dropped. Just drop it. That is why our Shastras, our elders say, look at everything as Bhagavad Rupa and you do upasana, you do service to them. The meaning of Tvameva Mata च पिता Tvameva, it has two meanings. भगवान आप ही माता पिता बंधु इत्यादि हो. So to जो मेरे संसार में जीवन में है माता पिता बंधु सखा all of them are you only. So when I see my friend, I see you in him. Therefore, I feel like serving that friend you, not be making him as bhogya vastu to get something from him. Vidya, Dravidam, even the wealth also, Bhagavad Swarupa, serve the wealth by using it for the higher purposes. Don't make the wealth as Bhogavastu and, and encash it with or exchange it for the Bhogya Vastus. इंद्रिय वस्तु इस तरह का हमारा मन बदलना होल योगवास रामायण for next 30,000 shlokas will go on bombarding our heart with this knowledge. Now see the pressure and force and power if for these many coming days every day we are going to listen it every day seriously sincerely definitely we can have the faith that our heart becomes purified we change our bhavana of bhoga to this world to everything is Paramatma. And in one life or few lives, two, three, four, totally, fully we have to expose our antakarana for this type of pumping and knowledge from the Guru. When we have to do it for few lives, why it should not be this very life? When you give your car for servicing, when they do the water servicing, with what a pressure of the water, they put it so that all the dirt, dust which is there in the tires or mud guards, जो भी है निकल जाता है. So the Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana type of granthas are that type of water servicing to our personality, where the mud of Bhoga Bhavana is removed. There is no other way than this, to overhaul ourselves, or service our personality. Are we ready for this? If yes, then be regular, be serious, be sincere, be committed. If you are not so regular, serious, committed, sincere, nahi hai, so then you are not ready. God bless you. At least after few more lives of getting kicked by the world of things and beings, maybe our akal gets open at least that time. It's in general. Particularly, I have to think for myself. क्या मैं इस आने वाले अवसर का उपयोग करूं कि नहीं? Should I make use of this great opportunity? Encash it. Let's study Yoga Vast Ramayana thoroughly and develop the required qualification, direction to the heart, mind given towards the Paramatma. Get into him. देख लो देख लो देख लो. Let us pause for a minute or a half minute and see to it that let us be prepared to receive this servicing being given to us by the great Vasishtha ji from the next Sarga. हो गया? तया उपशयांते आयांति याति बंधो जगति तानवम. Now, this is same thing more precisely said in one line of this shloka number 5, which will be repeated at least some 2, 3, 4 hundreds of times as we see the text further. You know what is that? Vasanatanavam Rama Moksha ityuchyate budhaihi padartha vasanadardhyam bandha ityabhidhiyate. In this 32,000 shloka wala Yogas Maharamana mein, if you take some 300, 500 shlokas stop, one of them is this one, which can be written and kept, where we see every day. Very clear. He says, Hey Rama, Vasana Tanavam Moksha iti uchyate budhaihi. By all wise people, the reduction and zerofying of the vasanas is called as moksha. What vasana here? Now, for whole life, what is the meaning of vasana? We are given any information here in our last 10 minutes talk. Whenever you talk about vasana, that means the bhoga vasana towards the things and beings of the world, or bhoga bhavana towards the things and beings of the world is called as vasana. Isn't it? Vastu is seen by indriyas. Seen vastu's impression in the form of thought is happening in the mind. Up to that, there is no problem. But inside the earlier experiences, which were stored as the vasanas, they make this impression of the object in the world as the bhoga vastu. Immediately, the vastu seen is labeled as bhoga vastu. That bhavana is created in the mind because of vasana. That's why any new vastu when you see, anywhere you go to the world, नया जगह वस्तु दिखाया, उसके बारे में वासना नहीं है, इसलिए उसके प्रति भोग भावना नहीं बनता, till somebody tells that it is eatable, it is consumable, it is tasty, it is healthy. Because of somebody's those tellings, our mind gathers that information, then it gives the bhavana that it is bhoga vastu. Then you enjoy it or involve in it. So, can we say this 3 times? Vasana tanavam Rama moksha ityuchyate budhaihi. Vasana tanavam Rama moksha iti uchyate budhaihi. Vasana tanavam Rama moksha iti uchyate budhaihi. Toward the vastus, the tanukarana of the vasana is called as moksha. Because when the vasana has gone away, the seen world will not disturb us. Therefore, and we don't even from our side also have any willingness to see the world through the senses. At that very gathered antakarana level, one upadesha of the Guru that you are that conscious Brahman, Sachidananda, enough to catch it. Directly enter into it. For example, at this very moment, I told you you are Brahman, and I told myself I am Brahman. Why that experience is not happening? Because in our mind, already so many sankalpas to have bhoga of the vastus after the class, tomorrow, day after, as long as possible, they are all there. Therefore, about those vastu vyakti, the vrittis are there in our mind. Therefore, we are not able to grasp what is said, establish in what is said. So Vasana Tanavam Rama Moksha iti uchyate mudaihi. Exactly the contrast picture to that is what? Ki Padartha Vasana Dardhyam Bandha iti avidhiyate. So towards the Padarthas, when the Bhoga Vasanas become Drudha and Drudha, we become bound. Clear? Is there any more simple way to teach it? And to whatever the Vastu and Vyakti, we have the Bhoga Bhavana, isn't it? That alone is the Vastu or Vyakti which binds us. And we have always the option to go on adding more and more Vastus and Vyaktis in the list of the Bhogya Vastu and get bound by more and more. Or whatever few things and beings in our Bhavana we have, that they are the Bhoga Vastus, we can drop them, make ourselves free. This freedom is always is there. Making use of that freedom, executing that choice is the spiritual maturity. Rama has achieved it. He has gone through the bhogas. He went to Tirtha Yatra. In that he got by the anugraha of all devatas, rishis, darshana. He has gone to so many ashramas also. His intellect opened up so much to see the ephemerality, unrealness of the whole thing. Immediately he dropped bhoga bhavana on everything. वो कहते मैं मरूंगा लेकिन मुझे इस पे फंसाओ मत. सी दैट हमको उल्टा होता है. मुझे वो वस्तु दे दो जो मेरा भोग वस्तु है, नहीं तो मैं मरूंगा. इन दिस वे रनिंग फॉर ऑल द भोग वस्तुस वी ओनली एंड अप इन डाइंग ओनली. That strong is our samsara. That strong is samsara because of vasana. That's what made like that because of our bhoga bhavana of the vastus. इसलिए that's why we do puja. Half an hour, 40 minutes puja in our puja room before we go into the world to serve. What is done in that puja? That Bhagavan is that stone is Bhagavan, and all the objects are offered to him as Naivedya, and I am his Bhakta. With this preparation, we come out of the puja room into the world. Instead of that stone, the whole world is Bhagavan. And all that I do throughout the day are my offering Naivedya to the name of the Jagat named Bhagavan, and I am only the Bhakta and Sevaka. In this attitude, the whole day is lived. We may contact thousands and things and beings. We will not have even one Bhoga Bhavana. Then there is no Vasana. There is no Samsara. Simple, direct, clear meaning to us. But this is the knowledge first to be given to us before we are sent into schools and colleges. स्कूल गए, कॉलेज गए, ऑफिस गए, नौकरी किया, सारा जिंदगी खत्म हो रही है. टिल नाउ वी आर मिसगाइडेड बाय ourselves and the world to see the world as bhoga vastu, create vasana, create samsara. So in Puja Gurudev's BMI chart also so simply guides. सबसे ऊपर ओम होता है, उसके नीचे वी वासनाएं होते हैं, देन BMI PFT OET, बॉडी माइंड इंटेलेक्ट परसीवर फीलर थिंकर ऑब्जेक्ट्स इमोशंस थॉट्स. सो इसमें नीचे के बीच वाला परसीवर फीलर एंड थिंकर. ओके, ही because of V, the extreme vasanas, he directs his BMI, body, mind, intellect, to the OET, the objects, emotions, and thoughts. It is 100% samsara. What is sadhana to be done? The sadhana is this PFT, perceiver, feeler, thinker, with BMI, body, mind, intellect. Instead of going towards OET, consciously when you focus is on Om as much as possible. So through body, karma yoga. Through mind, the bhakti yoga. Through intellect, jnana yoga. All about the Om. To that extent, the V gets reduced. Vasanas. When the V becomes zero, है ना, this P of T transcends BMI, becomes one with that Om. Otherwise, the BMI, the PFT, perceiver, feeler, thinker, the Jiva, the individual. Because the pressure of Vivasana through BMI, body, mind, intellect, involves in OET, objects, emotions, thoughts only. Who's the culprit? We only. What have we done? After seeing the OET, we have done the bhavana that OET is a object of enjoyment, bhoga bhavana. Because of which the V, the vasana maya kosha, has become stronger. So greater and stronger the vasanas V, then for the PFT in the BMI, all desires will come. With the desire pressure, the BMI will go into OET only, objects, emotions, thoughts. It will not go towards the Om. This is called as samsara. See, Vasana Tanavam Rama Moksha iti uchyate budaihi Padartha Vasanadardhyam Bandha iti avidhiyate. Now you see in today's world, every object of bhoga, million times it is improved, increased, and put in front of us so freely without any restrictions or controls. Nobody to stop us. Then how much of bhoga bhavanas we are increasing? Then the whole world is a bhogya vastu for us. Therefore, fully engrossed in samsara. Samsara means entering into the world, taking it as object of enjoyment. This being not so, getting kicked by the same things, even though you get it. ध्यान से क्वेश्चन देखना, से हम दुखी होते हैं जिसको हम भोग वस्तु मानकर खुद उसको पकड़ा. Somebody in some America or Antarctica, they don't become cause of our samsara. Some object somewhere in unknown place, they don't become. Same objects and beings whom we did the bhavana that is a bhogavastu makes our life a samsara. Because we want to obtain it, enjoy it, indulge in it. That being not real, it can't give the real happiness. It gives pseudo temporary happiness. Then we get disappointed. Instead of getting the akal there, we again imagine about the other thing or being, again we go for it. This is a continuation of samsara. What Rama did was, he did not jump from one samsara to the other. Once he understood this of samsara, he became introverted. In that introvertedness, he used intellect. The sharp intellect, he understood the unreal nature of the whole world immediately, and the changing nature and not having sukha nature. He said, ये सब बकवास है, ये सब मिथ्या, I don't want it. देखो ये टेक्स्ट का क्या बढ़िया फायदा है पढ़ने से. Perhaps no text talks these things as elaborately as this one. Done. Next one. Swatmatatvabhigamanam bhavati prayasho nunam mune vishaya vairasyam kadarthadupajayate. Now, some discussions are started. Once the main point is told, Bhoga Bhavana creates Vasana, creates the world as samsara. इतना समझ गया ना? When you see the world with the sense organs, after seeing the objects, when the perception is followed by the projection, that is a bhoga vastu, vasana nirmiti, samsara starts. So either don't see the world, or after seeing, perceiving, don't project the world as a bhoga vastu, no vasana, no samsara. For that, the sadhana is take everything as Bhagavad Swarupa. Sadhana, इस तरह से करो, बच जाओगे. This is the whole topic is over. Now Bhagavan Vishwamitra ji is talking from our standpoint, slowly. What he says in this shloka is Swatma Tattva Bhigamanam Bhavati Prayasho Nunam Mune Vishaya Vairasyam Kadarthadupajayate. So hey Mune, now he is addressing Muni, the Rama as Muni only, or the other Muni Mandali, or he may be addressing the Vaashishtha ji himself. विश्वामित्र जी कहते हैं कि स्व आत्म तत्व अभिगमनम. स्वात्म तत्व अभिगमनम मीन्स स्व मीन्स one's own, atma means self, tattva means real. Towards one's own real self, Gamanam means travel and reaching him. Nrunam for the human beings, prayashah bhavati. It becomes very easy and effortless. Here we have to understand about the Swatma Tattva Abhigamana means intellectual understanding about the self. It is easily gainable. Okay? Uh-huh. But to really pursue that Atman and establish in that Atman, isn't it? The sadhana which we are supposed to do, that will not happen. Why it will not happen? Because of the Vishaya Vasanas. Therefore, intellectually understanding Atma Vastu is easier. This is what is said in the first line. The second line में क्या बता रहे? लेकिन हे मुने विषय वैरस्यम कदर्थात उपजायते. The virasata, the nirasata, the vairagya from the objects is kadarthadupajayate, with extreme hardship or the hard work or difficulty this happens. Because the rasa for the vishyas is so much is there in us that it finds that weak moment in us and then attacks, bounces and pulls us toward the vishyas. तो ये हम सबके लिए 100% लागू वाला बात है. लिटिल मेहनत करके रेगुलर क्लास आते हुए अबाउट आत्म तत्व वी आर गैदरिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन. इट इज इजी, एनीबडी कैन डू, वी आर द प्रूफ. एंड फॉर द सेकंड वन आल्सो वी आर द प्रूफ. व्हाट इज द सेकंड वन? विषय वैरस्यम कदर्थाद उपजायते. द वैराग्य टुवर्ड्स द ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैपेंस विथ एक्सट्रीम डिफिकल्टी एंड वी आर द एग्जांपल. आर वी गेटिंग वैराग्य? काय का वैराग्य? जबरदस्त पूरे पांचों इंद्रियों से दिन ब दिन भोग करी जा रहे with all the study of our Upanishad and Shastras from last 4-5 years. Now you understood. आत्मज्ञान सुनना पाना आसान है और सुनने पाने से भी ज्यादा आसान है बोलना. तो आई एम एट द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट पोजिशन देन यू ऑल. बट विषय वैरस्य मीन्स कदर्थ मतलब कठिनता से उपजायते मीन्स बॉर्न. The Vairagya is born with a lot of difficulty. And without Vairagya, this intellectual understanding about the self is of no use. We are still with without the Vairagya, still in the samsara only for the Bhoga Vastus. Therefore, which is important? The intellectual Atma Jnana or Vairagya? Both. After having the Atma Jnana intellectual with full Vairagya, like Rama, now we become introverted in trying to establish in that Atman whose intellectual knowledge we got. So Swatma Tattvavigamanam Bhavati Prayashah Nunam, he Mune, but Vishaya Vairasyam Kadarthat Upajayate. Okay. Now who is a Jnani, who is Pandita? Like it is said in Gita, second chapter, Dukkeshvanudvignamanaha Prajahate Kaman Sarvan Parthamanogatan Atmanyevatmana Tushtasthita Pragnastadochyate. All that Sthita Praglakshana जो है पूरा भरपूर आएगा. Remember 32,000 shlokas means what? 700 slokas Gita. So almost 7 5 ja 35. 42 or 41 Bhagavad Gitas is equal to Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana. Isn't it? 32,000 श्लोक मतलब आप 42 से आप मल्टीप्लाई करो 700 को, है ना? ऑलमोस्ट 43 43 गीतास इज वन योगा वासिष्ठ रामायण. उतना क्वांटिटी एंड नॉलेज भी दिया जाएगा थ्रू द स्टोरीज एंड ऑल. दिस इज नॉट लाइक वाल्मीकि रामायण वेयर कथा इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. इसमें कथा हो गई, कथा है नहीं, सब सभा में बैठे हैं, सत्संग इज गोइंग ऑन ओनली अबाउट tattva and how to reach tattva, what are the problems, how to sort them out. Therefore, samyak pashyati yah tajñah jñatah gneyah sa panditah na swadante baladeva tasmai bhogaha mahatmane. Tasmai mahatmane bhogaha baladeva na swadante. To that Mahatma, when even forcefully the bhogas are given, if he is not distracted, disturbed by him, Dhamma, that person is called as Samyak Pashyati, that person is called as Tajñaha, that person is called as Jnatagneyaha, that person is called as Panditaha. जिनको विवेक वैराग्य के कारण वस्तुओं के प्रति आशाएं इतना शून्य हो गई कि जबरन जबरदस्ती बलपूर्वक भी उनको वस्तुओं का प्रेजेंट पेश करने के पश्चात जिनका मन में वो वस्तुएं किसी भी तरह का विकार नहीं ला सकते हैं, ही इज पंडित, ही इज ज्ञातज्ञेय, ही इज तज्ञ, he is the pandit, he is the knower of what is to be known, and he is the knower of the truth also. Wherever the Jnata-Jnaya word comes, in this context, it means he understood the world is Mithya. Jnata means the world is empty, the thing to be known. Jnaya. Jnaya means to know that the world is empty. Jnata means it is known. Tat Jnaya means knower of Paramatma. दोनों फुलफिल हो गए इसलिए पंडित. तज्ञ ज्ञातज्ञ पंडित कहा, किसको तज्ञ कहते हो, किनको ज्ञात कहते हो, किनको पंडित कहते हो, उनको जिनको भरपूर फोर्स से भी सारे वस्तुएं उपलब्ध होने के बावजूद, देने के बावजूद, फोर्स करने के बावजूद भी जिनके अंदर विकार नहीं होते. न स्वदंते बलादेव तस्मै भोगाः महात्मने, है ना. दैट इज व्हाट दैट सुभाषित. विकार हेतौ सति विक्रियांते येषां न चेतांसि ते एव धीराः. They are the dhira purushas where the karanas of the vikara are there all around. Vikara means kama krodadi. Yet he is not getting disturbed. He is called as dhira purusha. Hanumanji was one. When he went to Lanka Nagar in search of Mata Sita, whole Lanka was filled with so many bhogavastus, vilasa vastus, everything. The eatables, the drink, sleepables, palangal, सब उनके मन में उतने विकारों को देखकर भी मन में थोड़ा भी विकार नहीं हुआ. उतने विषयों को देखकर भी मन में विकार नहीं हुआ. विकार निर्माण करने वाला परिस्थिति में भी विकार नहीं हुआ. Because his mind is filled with the searching of Mother Sita. It's either way around. जिनके मन में भगवान को पाने की इच्छा है उनको कहीं विकार नहीं होता, और जिनके मन में कोई विकार नहीं है वही भगवान को पा सकता है. The reverse of also true. The one who has no desire for God, then for him the vastus create vikara. So too, the one to whom the darshana of the vastus creates vikara, he cannot become mumukshu or jignasu or the person desiring to obtain Paramatma. He cannot be sadhaka in short. So you remember the entire Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana will talk with 100 times more intensely these things only. More and more deeper logics, stories, explanations, till our brains are fully washed off all this nonsense. That's what I'm saying. Do we have the guts? Do we have the willingness to get our whole personality serviced and overoiled, and every impurity is removed, properly lubricated, properly bearings are put, so that our spiritual journey of knowing the truth becomes smooth, effortless. है ना. सर्विसिंग से पहले गाड़ी खट 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 आवाज करती है, लॉट ऑफ धुआं निकलता रहता है, जर्क्स देता रहता है. बट वंस द सर्विसिंग डन, हाउ ब्यूटिफुल द व्हीकल मूव्स ऑन द रोड. This Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana does all the three things: servicing of the personality, traveling in the path towards reality, reaching us to destination. Service is the first two prakaranas. Viveka Vairagya Prakaranam, Mumukshu Vyavahara. Travel is the third, next three. That is Utpatti Prakarana, Sthiti, Upasham. Then going toward destination is through Nirvana Prakarana, reaching destination. Let us enjoy it. So, Yasha Prabhutina Yasma Yetunai Vina Puna Bhoga Narochante Sajivan Mukta Uchute. The one truly with Viveka, understanding the emptiness of the world, therefore God permanently once for all. He is called as the one qualified for Jivan Mukta. This other way of getting Vairagya also from the world is the other reasons that you get the name and fame, you just get the applauds and तालियां, तो उसके लिए भी वैराग्य का ढोंग रचना होता है. वो बंदों को परमात्मा नहीं मिलते. So, Yasha Prabhuddhina Yasma Yetuna Eva Vina Punaha. Not for getting name and fame that I kept the world outside, but really understood the world to be empty. Therefore, there is no ruchi for me about the world. Such real vairagi alone becomes qualified for the Jivan Mukti through Atma Jnana. These are the subsequent shlokas which we will enjoy studying. Om Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tat Sat. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. इतना काफ़ी है डोज, हर दिन थोड़ा थोड़ा। नारायण। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम् नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभा नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णुः मंगलं गुरुदेवाय ब्रह्मलोकाधिपतये। और श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री योगवास महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास शुकदेवादि समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। योगवास महारामायण आचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सतुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती मध्य हर हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मृति जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिपराशक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्त गण की जय। समस्त ऋषि गुरु देवता गण की जय। समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। हे भगवान, please remove from our heart bhoga bhavana and make the vasana tanavam, so that the self which is in me everywhere, that is experienced in this very moment. O Lord, bless us. This desire of ours is intense, pure. Please say immediately Tathastu. Thank you, friends. See you tomorrow. But come in 5 minutes to study our Hindi text also, our satsang in Hindi. Okay.